Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my December journal pages set up, and for December I tend to do a few more pages to keep all of the December events and tasks and projects all in one place because there's a lot to keep track of. So this is a little bit longer than the other videos have been. It's more than 2 pages and you'll see what I do. So, since it's Christmas and it's a bit of an extra special month, I decided to do the calendar using washi tapes instead of just a marker to do the lines. So, that's why it's taking a little bit longer than it would have normally. So, in real time, that was probably like a good 10 minutes. But obviously, I make things a lot faster because otherwise, this would be like a 3-hour video. So I used 2 washi tapes that were quite thin. They are from the same pack with all the Christmassy ones. Some I use the rest of the year as well if they have just simple designs, especially the thin ones. They can have dots and stars that can go with other things. So I alternated the washi tapes. There were 2 different red ones and 1 purple one, and I put like one of each kind, and then I alternated like one line with one line with the other, and then I used a thicker washi tape for the border around it. Now this lighter washi tape for me was kind of proof of the trust the process situation, because when I first put it I thought it was getting lost, but then when I add the other elements to the page it actually looks quite nice in the end and it makes a nice visual break. So yeah, definitely trust the process even if you're doing something and you think, oh, that doesn't look fully right. Now I kind of panicked at that point and I didn't trust the process, which is why I filled in the day spaces in yellow, and I wanted to have that top heavy visual element at the top, but then it was a bit too yellow, so I wrote the actual days of the week in red pen and I used gold for the dates of the month. Then I've gone through the Christmas sticker book that I have, and I was trying to look for nice images that would go at the bottom. This was a little bit too tall, but I just trimmed a lot of the bottom to make it fit, and it doesn't matter if some of the bottom designs are cut off. I think the sticker book was quite AI made, and so therefore a lot of the candy cane elements do not look exactly right. So even if some are trimmed, like, it doesn't really make a difference. But I really like how it balances out the page and adds some weight to the bottom with the red. So then I needed to balance out the actual page borders. I used this washi tape, I really like it, gold with the gold foil and the red background, and then the thinner one is similar but not exactly the same. The snowflakes I think look quite nice, so I added these to the side, and then I took again from the sticker book 3 stickers to add to the left to again create some weight to the left, since most of the calendar is on the right, then the stickers and the fun elements can be on the left. Then a little bit of the original numbering of the pages was still visible, so I used 2 of these gold stars. I use them when marking assessments if the assessments are good, so I have a lot of them, so I used those. I wrote the name of the month with the gold marker, and I did some extra dots and stars around to fill up the space. And then for this top space I wanted to write a little bit of a Christmas phrase, so I took it was the night before Christmas and all through the house not a creature was moving, not even a mouse, and this is my calendar page done. So this was quite nice. I really like the gold and red as the main colors, and then because the washi tapes are gold, green and red, I kind of alternate with which colors are more dominant. So for my second page, I made this countdown to Christmas, kind of like an advent calendar that you have to color in. I found these different elements online and I found the Christmas light border, and then I wrote Countdown to Christmas. I like coloring that in, I find that fun, and it helps me like track the month. And then I also, for the first time, I got advent calendars that are journal based. So I got the Archer and Olive one, and I got the Whisperia one. The Whisperia one actually still hasn't arrived, and it's now the first of the month. The Archer and Olive one arrived, but I thought as I open the doors, I can keep track of what is in each door and what I think about it. So I gave one page to do the coloring in advent and one to write what was in the actual physical advent calendars that I have. Now, actually, I've ended up buying a third advent calendar from Elemis, which has makeup stuff, but I thought I don't really need to count that. I might do a separate page later at the end of the month with all of these products, more of a beauty review kind of thing. But for this page, I just wanted to keep it to the stationery ones. So I started doing the lines, and I was going to have the calendars in two different columns, but as it turned out, like it wasn't fully even. I was doing it sideways, and then when I glued the actual pictures of the advent calendar and I did the numbering, I thought like let's just make it one line. So I evened the lines out, and then where they met, where it was a little bit darker, the second line of numbers actually worked quite well. And I wanted to add some color before I start filling out the actual elements of the calendar, so I used a few different pens and markers to color in the lights in the colors that I would probably be using to fill in that page anyway. So this is that page done, and I really like how it looks. I'm excited to fill that one in. I think I'll spend a lot of time on that every day, writing in what I get and filling in the little icon. My next page, I wanted to decorate a little bit with bigger elements, and the actual content isn't as much. So I had these two pictures I found online last year, and I printed them off, and then I didn't make that many spreads. I made the same amount of spreads, I had just printed a lot of pictures that I found on the internet. So I wanted to do kind of a Polaroid picture. I know it doesn't turn out perfect. I think when I did the lines, I didn't fully calculate when they would go, but I don't really mind it. It's a minor mistake, and I think at the end it still looks good. Yeah, so this is where I make the mistake. Like this picture was supposed to be below, but it didn't have enough space for the bottom of the other picture, so it kind of looks like it's above, except it's going slightly over the thing. I mean, I could go and cut out that bit of the picture and it would fix it, but I also can't be bothered. So these two pictures are scenes from Christmas shops in London and how they were decorated, I think like 2 years ago or something. So I thought that would be nice to have some like memories. I did actually go to see these decorations in person, but these are just paintings, artwork I found online. I don't remember who they're by, but I think I just screenshotted different elements last year, and then I had printed a bunch of things. Anyway, so this is my Christmas present list. We have some gift exchanges with our friends and with Graham's family. So I would have some secret Santas to do, and then usually like there's the presents that me and Graham get for each other. So I like planning that, and anything I've received either from the secret Santas or from Graham himself. My dad sometimes gets me a gift, so I like putting that there. But yeah, I like planning everything. Now these two other bits of paper were also elements that I printed last year, and they were kind of the last two from that set of different backgrounds. So I decided to rip them in the half in the corners and then use them for the four different corners of that. So apart from the list of presents that I usually do, I like doing a list of cards. So that would be who I want to send cards to and who we have received cards from. So I like keeping a log of that. There are some people that I will always send a card to, some friends, some family, but we also have like people who send us cards. So before I filled that in, I went and found the log from last year and I went to check who had sent us a card. So if we send them a card and then they send us a card back, they go back into the list of people that I want to send cards to. If we had sent them a card and they didn't send anything back, they most likely will not be on the send them a card this year list, apart from, I guess, some colleagues. So every year at school, I would give everybody in the team Christmas cards. Some people have done the same and they gave cards back, but I think like not everyone does that, and I will only do that if I have leftover cards. But um, I think I try to do too much sometimes. So I wanted to keep track of like, listen, if I'm putting a certain amount of effort to send something to you at Christmas, and I've done that now for like several years, I never get anything back, not like a thank you, a call, a something, or a card back. Like, I might not include certain people down the line. So I don't know if that sounds mean to some people, like saying it out loud, it sounds a bit mean. I think there's always like people that I will send the card to regardless. So like Christina, my best friend in Greece, she doesn't send cards back, that's not her thing, but I like sending her cards. And like last year, the card somehow ended up thrown through her building, through the inside, into her basement. She found it like 3 months later. So it's a bit crazy with posting Greek in Greece, but I like sending cards, and I think it was getting a little bit overboard, so that's why I needed to stop and only send cards to people that is that regular exchange. I might change my mind and just send more cards, but I think it's it's good to keep a track, and with sometimes some people you might want to set some boundaries. If they don't send you anything ever, then you might want to stop. Anyway, on the other page, I made a little Christmas bingo of things that I want to do over Christmas. I put these Christmas snowshoes to indicate some of these things might be outside. I put numbers in the bingo because I made the board a bit smaller, and then I have the list that corresponds to that number below it. So when something happens, I can color in the box. I can maybe write on the box where exactly we went. There is some space, and I can tick the activity from below. And the next page is going to have an event roundup, so it doesn't really matter if I say there exactly what happened. If I can just put it in the roundup if we went somewhere, that also still works. So some of these are like do Christmas nails or wear a Christmas jumper. I use that every day, like I will have nails and have a Christmas jumper, so it is fine. So for the last page, as I said, it's kind of the event roundup, kind of line a day variation. So I used to do line a day some days where I'm just sleepy and tired, so it wasn't worth it. So now I do like when there are some events that we go to, something important that I want to document, that's what I'm gonna write, and that means more space to write more ideas. So again, that's another element I found online. It's kind of the darkest themed one. It's kind of witchy and Christmassy and a bit of a joke kind of there on that picture. I haven't found any other spread to put it to in the last like 2 years, so I just put it in that now. And I used one of the festive washi tapes. This one I hadn't used, I don't think, in the other spreads. So yeah, just top and bottom, and then some of the elements that I had, like I had cut these out from a different picture, so I just put them there for some extra visual element, and then I will do some second line highlights. I always say that wrong. Anyway, the light was also being a bit weird. I don't know, when I was doing the close-ups, the camera just changed the light settings. Anyway, so I was doing that. I did the lines, and that's where I'm gonna write the event roundup and anything that happens. And then if I feel like there is something that needs its own page as the month goes on, I will probably do that. and I'm just using Tombos for that. They are from the pastels pack and from the skin tone pack, which is like nice light colored um, beiges and some dark browns, so they're actually quite nice. They will feature a lot in my 2026 reading journal. Anyway, this is an overview of all of the pages. Let me know what you think in the comments, if there's pages that you absolutely do yourselves, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!